her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe it's only because I decided to stop waiting for you. You say that you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Gabe. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. And we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Gabe, have you decided on the club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any social skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me worry about you. Alright. I'll look at I'll look at a few clothes if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she doesn't exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I knew it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori must have come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she's only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. No penny. That said, my interest in the literature club is guaranteed to be even less. I'm going to the anime club. I can't. Give me a second. I'm just trying to adjust something. Okay. Come on, please. Why don't you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would be bringing a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. Yeah, you gotta love her. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Okay. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to our literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh crap. Seriously, you guys brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, hi. Oh, Gabe, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it! Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with that sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back around toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say that. I don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Yeah, definitely. Let's go! Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Oh, yes, that's right. It's great to see you again, Gabe. Monica smiles sweetly. Why is she bent like that? We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Gabe. We made room for you at the table. So can you sit next to me or Monica? I would a lot to Yuri. Sayori, get the cupcakes. Sorry, my voice. Oh, hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned it, been, as mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabbed a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking that, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sarah grabs the first one, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sarah talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sari said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you dummy. All right. all right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Ah. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least you enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. So it feels like nothing's but arguing about the budget and policies and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling the dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised. Why aren't more people in the club yet? It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested. Oh, sorry. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the efforts to starting a brand new especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our we'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why there we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Gabe, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her cup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. My bad. I hit the X button. that amazed me. Okay. And telling a good story is in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems to so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately, and I read horror books once. I desperately grasp something I can relate as the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Oh, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? I can't put down the pizza. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind your you left a piece of paper or scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sari sittles up behind Lucy and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you wrote your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Uh, I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Ah, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Not Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Uh, um... Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it would help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Gabe? Monica smiles warmingly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back in the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Gabe. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided then, I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yay, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the club. It's the literature club. Okay, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Gabe, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really express the class. Wait, Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety swelling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Nancy clean up their food. Hey, Gabe, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Yeah, fly home. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll never have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Hmm. I'm picking ones for Yuri, by the way. Empty. What next one I should I pick? Hmm. Maybe this one. Pleasure? Sure. You're gonna pick dark. Ah, oh, never mind. Hmm. Hopeless. Dang it. I'll wait for the next one. What you thinking for this one? Misfortune. Broken. Dang it. Sensation? There we go. Graveyard. Romance. Yeah, fire music. Heart. Socks. Unrequited. Sure. Kitty. How about a puppy? Yes, let's pick this one right here. We're picking this one. Don't pick it. Oh yeah, don't pick, yes. Okay. One more. We'll be picking for the last one. Breathe. Hi again, Gabe. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I can keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Gabe. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserved any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Actually finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Gabe always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh how come? You and Gabe can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Uh, me? Yes, I am maid now. I am maid Sama. Uh, uh, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it really, it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. And it made me happy. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I don't want to make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Change your name to Gabe the maid. I should, if I could. And we could, or and we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out the book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading so much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own place. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica, however, are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for a chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening into Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and too intellectual. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't seem to solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place. For if it's a literature event, so it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is talking this really seriously? I don't think I read that right. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Well, what kind? Well, I guess I could. Cupcakes! Haha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Yeah. Uh, Nuts. Mm, Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of our event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Siri is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who is trouble finding any motivation at all, Siri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder if it would be like to see what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Jeez. Uh, what? I open my eyes to find Sari smiling, filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. It actually did kind of scare me. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's not her voice. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You looking out for me better than you look out for yourself? You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days past week, have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sari, it's written all over you. Sari glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Huh? I run my fingertips down the side of Sari's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody is ever gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. I'm gonna save real quick. Okay. Actually, speaking of which, I'm going to pause here. I'm gonna be right back. I will be right back. We froze, cold night in the winter, how cold. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Yeah. The end, got to end it all on the weekend. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Oh, yeah. You don't really wanna know me. Hanging in the corner with a nose bleed. High on whatever they sold me. That's the old me, yeah. 6 years later trying to find me. Still trying to figure out the line piece. Looking for the love inside me. Inside me.
little, I don't know. Don't know how I feel that way sometimes. Don't know how I feel that way sometimes. Yeah, yeah. The end. Think how we can say that on the weekend. Funny how I kinda like this life. Funny now I kinda like this life. I like this life. We froze, cold night in the winter, how it goes. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Yeah, yeah. The end. Got to end it all on the weekend. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Oh, oh, yeah. You don't really wanna know me. Hanging in the corner with a nose. I don't wanna say anything, cause if I do I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice winter.
Okay, I'm back. Let's get back to this mess. Nobody's gonna tell you because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. You meanie. And you don't even, or you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sarah, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Okay. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Okay. Aren't you? I guess. Be careful. The button might come off. Why is the one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. This thing can this thing even fit you properly? I did it when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Means my boobs are getting bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so. Huh? Why does it feel strange to see Sarah Blair button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sarah hastily unbuttons her blazer once again. Phew! That's much better. Sarah puts her arms out and twirls them. So if you keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. Anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying it. Stop saying all of these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to keep up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, "Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?" Yay! Gabe, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write your poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Eating pizza and watching Steam, yes sir. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori, excuse me, and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sat. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Which poem should I read first? Should I do Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica? Sayori? Okay. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. He's my good friend, after all. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Gabe. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not that good of a writer after all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of the others you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a gay poem. And it makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Cool. You're so weird, Sayori. It's a gay poem. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. That doesn't sound right. It just reminds me of how you really are. You're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Gabe. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sari. Not sure if Sari or this is my inner thought. Okay, I'm not sure if Sari sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her at all and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here. Okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I am not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were too late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'm looking forward to it. Who should I read next? Your pick. I'll probably save Yuri for last because I want to read hers. Hi, Gabe. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you are new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do together, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha! Don't worry, Gabe. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sarah are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sari and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other, each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Hmm. You sure you're not reading into this too much? Haha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in that any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone who's so happy would enjoy the sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying something different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. You don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have a sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh crap. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that the speckle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see it. I read. Blind. Like a film left out of the sun. But it's too late. My retins... My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. I don't like that last part. I really don't. I realize now I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he was looking on the other side. Don't like this. So, what do you think? It's very good. Freeform. It's, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Aha! It's okay. Yeah, that's kind of my style. Has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if you know how to, I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strong. It's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing your poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try your hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. if you just move your hand, and go with the flow, that's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Ooh. Let's do Natsuki. He he was looking in the rock album. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Okay, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, and that's about it. I like that it's simple. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But it's the point. It isn't the point of poems for poems to express them. The people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things and can really dishearten. Seeing everyone do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up the rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuko is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Okay, let's do it. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. uh, it's fine. Don't force yourself. No, I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. It might be after reading it through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buried her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Oh, right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I can kind of learn, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognized in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. I did not read that. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques to go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together in probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learn by example and try new things. I hope I also hope you enjoy everyone else is in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? Ow. Uh, um, well, never mind. I sh- I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I do love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is a kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a leisure club? Oh dear lord. Oh, Ghost Under the Light. The 10 of tendrils of my something beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, calm breathing, and are of the present but living in the past. The light freckles, oh, the light flickers, I flicker back. Oh, to illuminate, you right. Yeah, flickers, yeah. I'm not good with this type of writing. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you so long to read it. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it really was descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about the ghosts at all, Gabe. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things too. Yeah, well, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me, so I accidentally clicked that. Even if there's just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club, after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their representative poems, and they read in tandem. I watch each other and their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Well, what is this language? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can you be cute? How can that be cute? I cannot speak. Her poem was hit hot. I know. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have been trying? You have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Gabe did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Gabe liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. What is that music? That's not what I... Oh... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Gabe appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Yeah, it is. It's wacky, but it slaps. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as the game started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... That doesn't involve you. This doesn't involve you. Sorry, I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Gabe, she just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Gabe. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning of the most effectively avoiding them, so it is only necessary unnecessary limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Gabe? Um, well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Which one? Who do I pick? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So intended to turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Gabe? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yes, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is being. She would never. It's your immaturity that makes her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they are amazing because they give so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, but I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. No, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I could guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count me in. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Gabe, how about you? Well, yeah, I guess I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with each other. Awesome. In fact, in that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Gabe, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sarah beams at me. It truly has been a while since Siri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that thing happen often? No! That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Gabe, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. I like Yuri and Sayori. Those are the two I like. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what happens, what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. Wait, I said that more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Ugh. What's pout? Dang it. Oh yeah. The big sad. Dang it, I picked the wrong one. My bad. Laugh. I don't have laugh. Lazy. Okay. 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 One more. chocolate. Oh, need one more. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. I'm gonna say. Okay. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Gabe. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in a club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. Wait, that's a pretty simple thing to get you in a mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that, of all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sarah Senior retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the classroom. So either you're not hungry and wanted to excuse to take a walk, or you plan on conveniently forgetting that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so... Oh, fuck, I missed it. Wow! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ah. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her books always. I wasn't listening in or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Gabe to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ah, I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun. Fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to a club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had the tricks not to get you into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie! Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that was almost... Wait. Actually, that one almost worked. Ha 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 ha! I was just gonna give it to you, But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that was so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Yeah, cookie. Have you seen the meme where the Cookie Monster falls from like the third floor? He's like, no! Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Mmm, so good. Mm. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez! Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez! I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the classroom. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Any plans to watch Sonic Prime? I didn't even know that was... no, I haven't really know that's even coming out. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. It's on Netflix. Huh? I didn't know that. I might check that out. Excuse me. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, my thingy's... There's a thing there. Sorry. It's been there for a little bit. My bad. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried about me. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzingly glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played musical as well, Monica. I did not say that right. Oh, I don't really. I kinda started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play for us sometime, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Gabe. Whoa, okay. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Can't leave her hanging. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave at Sayori's mischievous. I leave out mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back in her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Gabe! Gabe! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons, markers, and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica. We'll be back soon. Oh, are you going with Gabe to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Gabe? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the classroom. I follow behind Sayori as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm talking to a kid taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyways? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Rob the teacher. Give me your pencil now. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do poetry performance. Sorry, let me redo that. We're gonna be doing a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Gabe, you're not thinking about it right away at all. Wait, you're not thinking about it in the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Just like you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from the clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once preposterous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Aha! Don't say it like that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a great job. Yeah, I guess so. Ah, I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Gabe, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. A mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's just a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori bring about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see, what do we have in here? Crayons! Sayori puts a box full of crayons on the shelf. They're the best brand too! They're kinda dirty though. Sayori puts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine, fine. Yeah, yay, finger paint. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Ah, I dropped one of my accident. Smack. Yeah. Sayori bends over and smacks her. Wait, bend over. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. He falls into the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow. You okay? My forehead! Sayori clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayori. That's just like you. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your head, Sayori. Your hands. But it hurts! Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark in the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find some ice. Gabe! Where would I find ice around this time? I guess I could drink... A cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Dude, my voice just cracked. Even with wincing from the pain, Sayori... sorry, that is the wrong thing. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. Aha, what are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out in the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it would be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and using the other hand to clumsily scoop the crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spot before I spilled them. Sayori here. Wait, Sayori here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings! Just bear it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Gabe. This is kind of reminds me of growing up, doesn't it? Huh? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and you were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So, in a way, it's my fault. Kind of like this one too. This time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Gabe, I don't think you realize, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do these things all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even knew it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right, Gabe. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest, if I'm honest to myself, maybe there's no telling where we'll each end. Wait, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair to me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been so long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thoughts like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. That's true. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ah! Well, I guess it's too late. It's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump without much success. Where the in a moment we make it back to the classroom. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was about ready to start with our sharing poems. Sarah, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyways, were you able to find anything we needed? Huh? I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Aha. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Gabe. Well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. How was your voice? You mean like how does it feel? It's fine. It's just interesting trying to switch between multiples. I've never really done that. My voice is starting to being a little bit weird with me. I have this big like water thing next to me. I made an adventure. Yeah, that. Aha. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Okay. No, it's not a water jug like the office. It's just this like cup that's really big. And that's game, sure. The easiest voice to do is Natsuki and Sayori's. The hardest one to do is probably Yuri's, and then the hardest one would probably be Monica's, because it's like I don't really know like what voice she would have. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I'll get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait a minute, that was a compliment. Aha! Glad to see someone recognize my experience. Oh, haha. Yeah, easiest to do is mine. Well then, keep practicing and you'll be able to be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Eh? You think so? Yeah. Well, I guess you've been friends for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a... Oh, sorry. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. Excuse me. Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away and like letting her go of a balloon. I know next stream about to be fun. You could say we we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy... Oh, shit. I hit the wrong button. Oh, shit. Wait, history? I missed it. Oh. Man. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. Okay. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. No kidding. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree with, the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's all about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be an essay to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that they're afraid of if people find out. They'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they are not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect each other for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I am sure a lot of people can too. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. Okay. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay. Oh. Well, I'm gonna end there for now. Thanks everyone for showing up to the stream. See, I'll be doing one more. One more. Which one? You said Monaco? Hi again, Gabe. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. The two of you like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in the club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit more time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and again too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way that this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me, the colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful color, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveform, speaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. It gets even more abstract than the last one, huh? Uh-huh. I guess it's just the way I write. If you don't like it, no, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how the spaces, your words can totally change in the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or of a conversation with the reader. So putting in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Something you'll find facing a difficult facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when you might have to change your mind. Okay. That was creepy. or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. I'll save there too. Just in case. Well, thank you for coming to the stream and see you Tuesday for everyone that showed up. Peace.